Now you listen to me real good. I've told you once, I said it 1,000 times. You get out of those pagan, satanic, religious, Christian churches. Christians do not follow the commandments of the Bible. Christians do what they want to do. They make up their own laws, their own rules, and their own regulations. Come out of her, my people, and come out from among them. And it's real simple and easy to ascertain who are these people you need to come out from. Easy. Number one, if they keep Sunday, that's an automatic sign that you need to not have any fellowship with these commandment-breaking, wicked deceivers and seducers and bewitchers of the truth. Simple.
You hear me talking. What's your name?
What's your name, Spirit?
Yeah, you got a name. What is it? Ayn. You ain't what?
Thank you.
You're the ruler of the universe. Which one? You rule everything.
Y'all hearing this?
Well, it don't look like you're doing such a good job of ruling today. And I'll tell you what, ruler of the universe, I bind you right now in the name of Jesus. And I command you to go down until I get finished. And when I get finished, we'll deal with you. And I command you to stop your harassing, tempting, driving, and tormenting right now. You hear me? Go down right now. All right, Sister Linda. You all right? Okay, you just hang in there for a second, okay? Let me get this out of the way. Just hang in there, okay? Hallelujah. See, now that's her. You see her? That's her.
Deliverance.
That's her. I'll tell you, boy, did you bring what's camera? Why did you got the thing on, brother? Cut the thing on, brother. Get them go to work, can't hardly get no sleep and stuff. And I said, brother, only desperate folk get deliverance. Next thing you know, flew down here from New York. I don't blame my word too. So up there and see no spirit torment my wife. See what they've been doing. They've been doing things that all believers don't do. Pray, fast, read the word, stuff like that. And so now we're gonna go on to the next level, next step. We're gonna catch these things out. Amen. Man, it's already this close and stuff. Some generational curses, right? All right, you got the stuff right written down, or you got it known. Okay, now, rule of the universe. Here we go again. I tell you what, yeah. You talked to me the other day, didn't you? You talked to me the other day over the telephone, didn't you? Well, you're here. You said you wasn't coming, but now you're here. See my smiley face? You like it? We got something for you. We got something for you. We'll cash you out. Probably even sing with the Tigers. You're going to stop with this sister, I can tell you that right now. You're going to stop this nonsense. So what we're going to do, you got that prayer for curses. Who got that? I want y'all to sing, get her through some prayer curses, get some legal grounds removed. And if not, I'll just lead you through it myself. Sister, you understand the first thing you got to do is got to make sure that all bases are covered. You follow me? Because that manifestation right there comes from sins of the Father. Curses that have been passed down through the family line. Of course, we don't believe in stuff like that. You know that. You know, folks, You know what? Let me sing a song here for a second so we can get on. You're a ruler of the universe. Up there, stir it up. Look at him. He's starting up again. Look at him. See, Pastor? That's the ruler of the universe. Sitting right here straightway. Ruler ruler of the universe. All right. I know.
That was me conducting and dealing with a principality called the ruler of the universe. What? 15 years ago? Something like that. Man, time flies, don't it? Wow. Glory to the King. Well, hallelujah. And of course, we're still casting out devils. And the one thing I've learned is that we have a lot of enemies, especially a lot of religious enemies. From that hate straightway, hate me. I got so many people like that, but you know, the woe is on you if men speak well of you. Do y'all believe the words of Jesus? Do you believe the words of Jesus? You see, men don't speak well of me. Only those who are walking in the Most High. Most people without any evidence or proof will just come and attack Pastor Dowell. And I count it up and strike it up as a badge of honor because that's what the Messiah, he called it before it even happened. He said it was going to be that way. I greet each and every last one of you. And the sweet precious is strong and victorious and mighty overcoming name of our soon coming King, Yahshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ. Now welcome y'all to this edition of Straitway Truth. Here on the day before the fight of Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. Since the Shabbat hasn't come in yet, I'm going to give you my analysis. All right, as someone, I'm just going to put it like this, who has participated in boxing, especially a lot when we was in the military and we had me and the boys would get down. I kind of wonder why they even sanctioned this match. And the reason being is because you got someone who is 0-0 in boxing, getting ready to fight somebody who is 49-0. I understand when you get 40, things slow down, and they do. You're not as quick in your reaction, your response time is not as fast. I remember that. I know that too. But you got to tell that to that old Vietnam vet who whooped the fire out of this young punk black teenager on a bus. They wanted to start something with him. I'm sure y'all saw it on YouTube when he put 5 of these up there against him. It's just 2 different skill sets. I don't get it. Where does MMA go? What, 5 rounds at the most, if that much? The only thing Floyd Mayweather do is got to fill him out the first couple of rounds. And the best thing for Conor McGregor to do is keep distance. And the best thing for Floyd Mayweather to do is to close the gap. Because one thing that people don't understand about boxing, most people are just used to seeing these licks, you know, thrown like this, from this distance. But these little, you know, when you're in close and these little pops like that, they're very effective. Hurt like hell. And McGregor's a southpaw. The best punch against any southpaw or somebody left hand is a straight right front pow. Just straight right. A straight right. I don't think that I'm still wondering why they even sanctioned it, because I think it's totally unfair. I really truly do. Just like I would say the same thing if Floyd Mayweather went in the octagon and tried to fight McGregor in a ground game. There's just no contest. But I tell you, you know, we will see, won't we? We'll see what happens one way or the other. Anyway, hey, I bless y'all all. I really truly do. Some of you I haven't heard from in a while. Some of you I have. I really do appreciate all of your letters of support that you've sent me. Remember the other night I called in on the Sisters and Sisters broadcast, and by the way, I want to say, Sister Ashley and Sister Jennifer, you're doing a wonderful, wonderful job. And I know the reason why Sister Jennifer was actually hosting it and Ashley was co-hosting, because depends on what baby Sister Ashley delivers. Now she's getting ready because she's pretty big too, man. She's out there. Can you imagine? It used to be a day and time that if you said someone was pregnant, that was a bad thing to say. Can you imagine that? My, how we have evolved, huh? Can you imagine that? But she's getting big, and of course, Sister Carol more likely will be filling in for her. And we'll probably have Sister Carol and Sister Nellie, along with Sister Jennifer, get 3 intelligent sisters to actually do the broadcast. You won't miss a beat. But I know what the enemy does. I want y'all to listen to me. The enemy is constantly, he's a master deceiver. And he's constantly trying to do whatever he can, listen to me, to distract myself and the ministry from what we are doing. Remember, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. Flesh and blood constantly has a constant bickering and backbite. It's nothing but words. The bottom line is nothing but words. People will go all day long with words, coming back, words. But we are Straitway, when I said that we are into something, we're in it, then we out and we're done with it for a long time. That's the way it is. Because we have to get back to our Father's business being effective. Because remember, the only people that would ever attack us is someone who is submitted to Satan and whose minds have been blinded. Let me get this right. We believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of the living God. We believe in keeping the commandments and do. We believe in living a set apart, holy, sanctified life out of the world, but in the world, way out in the country. We believe in taking care of our families and our homes, making sure that we as husbands are providers so that the women can be chase keepers at home. We believe in righteousness, and we believe in eradicating sin out of our lives. We don't believe in 1 minute professing Christ, next minute you're off into the world. That's called backsliding. And we don't believe in that. We believe in the baptism of the Holy Spirit. And we cast out devils. We heal the sick. And we tell the truth. Now, when you think about everything I just said, which is true, why would anybody in the world want to attack that? See, what's happening is that people are thinking that they're fighting against us, but they're fighting against the Most High God. That's the reason why all of them come to naught. So you have these individual people out there that fights, and then they come to naught and they fall off the apple cart. And they go into the world, and you never see them ever with Christ ever again. They're offended. And of course, the Bible says, woe unto you when offenses come. Because they're going to come. You've got people that have left the ministry and just have flat out made up lies. Not that I'm going to answer any of them anyway, because truth is, I don't owe nobody in this world an answer for nothing except one thing. The reason why I believe. The reason why I have faith. And no, neither do you. And you'll get people that will just leave and flat out lie because, mind you, they're offended, they're bitter, and the only thing that can make impact on an unregenerated cardinal mind is somebody that loves lies because they also in a relationship with the father of lies. I'm saying all this because of you, because I know my enemies, they always listen to every broadcast. They're there. They're there on every Shabbat service. They're here tonight too as well. Because we are, we the ones that are very effective. So, mind you, that's why I tell you, stay away from social media, stay away from the internet where you hear anyone talking about Pastor Dowell's exposed. Come on, I've been exposed ever since you've known me. I've got people live around me every single day. They see my manner of lifestyle. They see what kind of man I am. I mean, we got a diverse culture here at Straitway. And so I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. But if somebody want to lie on me, they can do that. They just got to answer the king. But there have been people rise up against us, speak against us, and they all come to naught. All of my enemies, I've watched them all go back. And if you had a reprobate mind, would you admit it? Would you really truly admit it if you had a reprobate mind? That's why the book says, by their fruits you should know them. Now, I got a letter right here that I am going to read here tonight. And it's a letter of some individual people. Now, some names I'm going to call, other names I'm not going to call. But in his letter. But this letter, I'm going to use it for edification, for exhortation and comfort, to show you what happens to people when you do not obey them that have the rule over you, and you think that you can just overstep your bounds and bonds and do whatever the hell you want. I'll do that, and I'll be back here in just a moment to read this letter, and then we'll take your phone calls. Glory to the King. Let me give you a ministry break here. Remember, if you want to donate to the ministry, Dowell, my last name, Dowell 7000 at gmail.com is my PayPal account. I really do appreciate all your offerings and letters of support. I read an extraordinary amount of letters today. I have. A few of them we're going to read during Shabbat service tomorrow. I'm going to read one here tonight because it needs to be read, it needs to be said. And I'm reading this letter because I hope that some of you, it would teach you the fear of Yah. You have to ask yourself right now, are you clothed? And are you in your right mind? Are you? Okay, well, no doubt all that boast is going to be tested, okay? If you want to get into the caller queue, I noticed that the other day that the automated voice that comes from a woman does not tell you to push number 1 to get into the caller queue. So if you want to get into the caller queue, you go ahead without being prompted, push number 1, and your area code will show up in the switchboard. And Brother Shane will, if he can recognize your number, will put your name in the switchboard, and then we will go ahead and call out the area code, and sometime even your name if we have your number. If we call out your area code, more likely we're talking to you. I'll be right back in just a moment. We just go to our faithful brother and sister up in Canada, Brother Steve, Sister Wenda, with a ministry break. So if you wanted to mail an offering, a letter of support, or just a letter of support, if you want to do anything. And by the way, let me say this. Do not send anything to any of the saints of the Most High Yah on this land at the P.O. Box address. If you want to send them something through the P.O. Box, listen to me. I'm going to give y'all wisdom here, okay? Listen to me very closely. We're going to beat this system out there, okay? Because you know how it is when employees, they don't have a dog in the race, but they act like they're the judge, jury, the executioner, the police, and everything else. If you want to send a saint of the Most High something here on the land, you write the letter to me, or you address it to me. And then let's just say if you're going to send something to Deacon Bell, you put down DB. If you're going to send it to Elder Doug Bell, Elder Doug Becker, you send it to, you put a EDB to make a distinction. You want to send it to Ashley Bell, put a AB. You want to send it to Sister Nellie, just put down SN. If it's to Brother Shane, put down BS. All right, hallelujah. But just put BS. All right. Let's go to this break here. We'll be right back in a second.
Shalom, this is Sister Wenda. I hope that all of you are enjoying the broadcast that you're listening to right now. We appreciate each and every last one of you, our faithful listeners and supporters of the Straitway Truth radio broadcast. We try to make sure that we do our due diligence and do our best to ensure that you have the best broadcast as well as the truth coming to you in the hour that we're living in right now. If you would like to help us in this endeavor, Your offering will be greatly appreciated in the work of the ministry of the Most High Yah. Our mailing address for your gift, offering, or letter of support is Charles Dowell Jr. That's Charles Dowell Jr. And Dowell is spelled D-O-W-E-L-L. 506 Ellington Drive. Ellington is spelled E-L-L-I-N-G-T-O-N. P.O. Box 32, Lafayette, Tennessee. And Lafayette is spelled L-A-F-A-Y-E-T-T-E 37083. Again, our mailing address is Charles Dowell Jr., 506 Ellington Drive, P.O. Box 32, Lafayette, Tennessee, 37083. If you would like to contact us by way of phone, the country code is 1, area code 615-688-3025. That's 1-615-688-3025. You may leave a message there, and, be the Father's will, we will do whatever we can to try to return your message. It is our hope and our prayer that as you continue to listen to the Straitway Truth Ministry, and as you apply the teachings of this ministry, that you are finding peace and growth within you, your family, and life as well. Please tell others so that the truth may also have an impact and touch others' lives, so that they may enjoy the benefits of the truth of Jesus Christ, just like we all are. Shalom, the King is coming.
Shalom, King is coming. All right, listen to me. I want everybody to put the sober meter on for this, okay? And back to the letter. If you want to send something to somebody here on the land, you can also include it in the box. Even if you address it to me, we will make sure it get to the saints, as long as you put my name on it, okay? But I understand, saints, we in our enemy's world, and people hate us. Man. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. I'm gonna take this slow, deliberate. There was a brother that used to be a part of this ministry, and he's been corrected. The sister that he was with, she's been corrected. She's still in the ministry, and she has been left standing. The rest of them, all of them have fallen. I want to read his letter. I want y'all to listen to me. Shalom, Pastor. Bless you and all the saints on the land. And here's the letter right here, okay? Just a few days ago, before you uploaded this video, I was receiving messages from family members back home, Hackensack, New Jersey. There have been quote-unquote Brother Brad sightings. Now, most of you don't know who he is. It's totally irrelevant. I just want you to listen to the gist of the letter. A lot of us, we know who it is. He had made his way from Texas to his mama's back in Maryland. And, quote unquote, she put him out. Then he went back to Texas, then to his hometown Patterson, New Jersey, quote unquote, the hood, with some Hispanic woman who tracked me down and was harassing me on social media for a moment, telling me about how happy they were in love and were expecting a child, about how happy they were happily in love and were expecting a child. Now, mind you, we told Brother Brad what not to do, but he went ahead and, against our better judgment, ran off with some sister in Texas, got her pregnant. Now she's out of the faith. Now he's got another woman pregnant. And here we go with the leather. Sister Crystal tracked him and her down and had been contacting them and his family members. He had led this woman to believe that Crystal was a friend of mine, lots of laugh. And I put her up to this because I so madly wanted him back. Now, that is a lie. But that's what people do today, they lie. Okay? They lie in order to sway the unsuspecting minds of people and to garner public opinion and to get allies over them because they know a fool will believe a lie. And of course, that's up to you. You can be all the fools you want. This is why she tracked me down personally, so that I could know that they were happy and to leave them alone. I can't make this stuff up. Lots of laugh, Pastor. It was so sad, but I admit I was in tears laughing. I had to repent. I really did feel sorry for her because I have been a silly woman. I told her I prayed that they are blessed and then completely deleted my Facebook under my real name. That's why she's a smart sister. Well, apparently their endless love was short-lived as well. I am sure she has been looking for me. She won't find me. It is amazing how both of these women felt the need to tell me what a piece of, excuse my language, shit I was, and all I had done to this male. Crystal was bold enough to look me in the eyes. The other one hid behind the keyboard. Pastor, I ain't telling you half the truth. I ain't telling you half the stuff I let this male do to my children and I. I stayed with that male for 5 years, and they couldn't last 6 months combined. 2 women. Just sad. Yah's merciful. I praise him for deliverance from the captivity. This month, Brother Brad has been spotted in my hometown wandering in the same clothes, beard completely wild, and sleeping in bus stops. Family didn't understand, but they knew something bad had happened for him to be up there just floating. What they remembered was that I took care of him. It made me sick to my stomach to learn of his condition, but it just brings me back to what you always say about how when people go back into the world and wind up in a worse state than when they left. It is really sad, Pastor, just sad. My natural sister tried to send me a picture of him sleeping on the bus stop in dirty clothes. I didn't want to see it, Pastor. It breaks my heart. I ain't never hated him. He knows this word better than me, and he had all the tools, the gifts that Elder Rufus talked about in his video. It's just sad. My sister even said something like, well, that's good for him. And I couldn't help but ask, why is it good for him? That could be any of us. I almost thought I was crazy for not being glad that he was all jacked up. But then you did your video, and I thank you for it. Excuse me, let me get something to drink. Lastly, you talked about the vagabond spirit on Blog Talk. And then again on Shabbat. And that was right on time. Months back, it had been even, let me see, it may have been even December of last year. Excuse me, dang. Sister so-and-so and I were talking because I had a dream that he was wandering, and that it was when she told me about the vagabond spirit she even mentioned Cain, but I can't remember what she was referencing him in. I want to pray for Brad, but I really don't even know how or even if I should. I just ask that the Father to bless him. I remember you saying something once about us praying for people who are sinning or something like that, and I can't find the message you said it in. Anyway, the boys and I are well. Be the Father's will. We will see y'all at GOTS. You know I got my registration in already. My job cut my hours, so just praying we still have the means to travel before I have to go and pick up a second one again. But the Father is continually blessing us, and we are grateful. Love you, Pastor, and thank you for loving us more than we hate ourselves. Send everyone my love, a sister. We don't rejoice over that, not at all. Because if that brother would have done what he was told to do, and mind you, he didn't follow any of our instruction. Not only did he wander himself out of the faith, there was another rebellious sister down there in Texas that didn't want to obey what Elder mentioned him to, and we all warned them how this was going to end up on both sides of the fence. We was actually trying to protect these people from each other. But, you know, they grown. And you can't tell grown folks nothing today. They grown. So now this man is a wanderer. He's a vagabond. He's got a baby by his sister, ex-sister in Texas. And then now this sister calls up Elder Mitchell and tries to say that y'all owe me and all kind of stuff. It's just crazy. It's just crazy the way his mind works. He meets his other sister, lies to her about this sister, and it didn't last long either. I tell you, what a shame. I said all that to say this. The Bible says you obey them that have the rule over you. And of course, many of you American-minded so-called Israelites, you ain't think you got to obey nobody. It's just a sad situation. It really is, isn't it? And now he's a vagabond with no roof over his head because this woman sheltered him and provided a roof over his head, which we don't put up with that stuff here in this ministry. Man, if you don't work, you don't eat. And while I'm on eating, let me say this. The other day we had a visitor come to the community, had some food up there on the bar. And I'm just going to use the pronoun they, so I don't disclose gender. They said, what's this? What's that? What's this? What's that? Got to me. I walked up to that person and I said, you ever read the Bible? Oh yeah, I read the Bible. I said, really? I said, what does it say about when food is set before you? What does it say? Pray for it? I said, that's what I thought. The Bible says, eat what's set before you and ask no questions. Let me tell y'all something straightway. If anybody comes here, we eat clean. And straightway is not the one living on sick. Y'all follow me? You listen to me. If somebody come here and question the type of food that we're eating, don't even give them an answer. Just look at them and walk away. Because it's nonsensical. It's stupid as hell. When you come to Straitway, you're going to eat clean food. You don't want it? You got second questions, second guess? Leave it alone. You leave plenty for everybody else, but we eat clean. The Bible teaches you, eat what's set before you and ask no questions. Paul was instructing people and said, doubting nothing. So don't answer nobody that's questioning you about what we know, what is our food and what is it's food. That's what it is. And if a man don't work, he shouldn't eat. Now you see, this is how I get hated. Because see, I repeat what the Bible says. And for that, I am a hated, despised man. I don't mind. To me, it's a badge of honor. I chalk it up for glory's sake. I do. Love it. And we thank the Father for it. We're going to go ahead into the line of call-in number. Guest call number 515-602-9654. That's 515-602-9654. You want to talk to Pastor Dowell? I am here. Brother Junior, 929-929 is Pastor Dowell. You're on the Straitway Truth radio broadcast. How can I help you, Junior?
Shalom, Pastor. Shalom.
Shalom, Junior. How you doing, Junior? Who you going for in that fight?
I don't care. I don't want to fight.
I didn't ask that, Junior. I asked who are you going for?
Okay. I'm going for the experience, of course.
All right. That's all I asked.
Yeah, because the experience counts, and I agree 100%. The videos, man, they on point, man. They on point, and patient videos on point too. In that teaching too, man. I love that teaching last week.
That was all right, wasn't it, Junior?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Patron.
Sir.
Patron is starting to catch on and starting to grow a little bit more because more people are starting to see. Because I tell you what, I put out a lot of videos on YouTube, but that's just normal stuff I'm talking. I'm not doing nothing to nowhere near the level on YouTube that I am over at Patron. Nowhere near it. Nowhere near it at all.
Yes, sir. I see you too. They fatten your videos and stuff like that. Like, come on, man. Come on.
There's something else.
They nothing to do.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We hope that the people down there in Texas making wise moves because that tropical storm, Junior, they say they're going to get up to 51 inches of rain.
Yeah, that hurricane. The hurricane already is category 4 now, I heard. That's a strong hurricane right there. That's a major hurricane.
It's pretty strong.
So, yes, sir. And it's going to slow down. It's going to slow down. It's going to be a slow mover.
Yeah, that means it's going to drop a lot of water.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Good thing they making moves to Kentucky because they ain't worried no hurricanes at all.
All right, brother.
No war, no nothing.
It's good to hear your voice.
Yes, sir. You take care. Love you so much. Shalom.
Love you too, Junior. Shabbat shalom. Let's go to Brother Mike in New York, 646-646. Pastor Dowell, you're on the Straitway Truth radio broadcast. How can I help, Brother Mike?
Shabbat shalom, my shepherd. How you doing this evening?
Doing well. Bless you, son.
Bless you too, my shepherd. I'm just calling in to say Shabbat shalom to my family. Let everybody know I miss them. Can't wait to hug your neck and hug all my family members' neck when I see them at Tabernacle. I do want to give a shout out to... Yes, sir. I do want to give a shout out.
I want everybody to keep Elder Felix in prayer.
Yes, sir.
And Sister Melissa. And the children, all right? But go ahead. Where's your shout out there, my brother?
Yes, sir. I wanted to give a shout out to Brother Mike from Ohio, the one that's in Kentucky. He rebuked the crap out of me today, and I just want to tell him open rebuke is better than secret love. Thank you, my brother. I love you so much. And he's a righteous brother, and I hope that he continues to rebuke me if he sees anything wrong that I'm doing wrong. And
he will.
My brother see anything that's wrong. Hallelujah. He's a good brother. He's been talking to me for the past 2 days over the phone, while he's been driving his truck and everything. So we've been really getting acquainted and talking a lot more. Good brother, good brother. And I just thankful for all my brothers. All my brothers are a blessing to me. All the teachers, all the elders. I just was calling in just to say Shabbat Shalom to everybody. I miss everybody, and I can't wait to see y'all. Bless you, my shepherd, and I love you very much.
Bless you, my brother. Shalom, shalom. Shabbat shalom. Brother Mike. Let's go to Wisconsin, Brother Jim, 262-262. This is Pastor Dowell. You're on the Straitway Truth Radio broadcast. How can I help you there, Brother Jim? Oh, man, I got international.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom, Pastor Dowell.
Shabbat shalom.
And I'm kind of like Brother Mike. I'm just checking in and just sending you a greeting.
All right, my brothers. Good to hear your voice. Hey, you've heard anything from our friend up there lately?
You know, I missed a call from him, and I've been trying to get back into contact. I called him up this morning, but he wasn't able to take the call at that time. And I've had a lot going on. I closed 3 different refinance loans this week for work that I'm trying to do.
I got you.
So I've been pretty busy with that.
All right, my brother.
Shabbat Shalom, Pastor.
Shabbat shalom, Brother Jim. Bless y'all. Let's go to Brother Freddie, Germany. Brother Freddie over there in Germany. Brother Freddie, Pastor Dowell, how you doing?
Hey, Shabbat Shalom, Pastor Dowell.
Man.
You recognize my number. I'm surprised.
Yeah, well, Brother Shane put it in there, Brother Freddie. Man, you sound good, Brother Freddie. Sound strong.
Hallelujah. Thank you very much. I actually just woke up.
Oh, man.
I feel strong.
That's why you feel strong. How is the wife and the children?
Oh, they're doing very well. Thank you, sir. Everything blessed out here.
Brother
Yes,
Freddie.
sir. Yes, sir.
Does your wife speak English?
No, she don't. She's actually she's learning. She picks up a lot of stuff, but actually having a conversation and following the preaching is not there yet. But we're getting there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good, but man, you talk real good English.
Oh, thank you very much. Actually, I have relatives living in the States, so I grew up kind of learning the language a little bit, picking up stuff here and there, and over the time it's kind of evolved to the point where it is right now, and yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, you don't even sound like you have an accent. But anyway, what you got, Brother Freddie? Give Brother Dennis and everybody I love too, man. It's just a joy when I hear from y'all, and I just bless y'all, brother.
Oh, thank you very much. Actually, I was just about to say that that I would like to thank you and all the saints so much for all the love that you're showing us here in Europe. It's like every time you mention us in your videos and also here on Block Talk, it puts a big smile on our faces, and it really makes us feel like that we are a part of the Straitway family, and it's truly a blessing, and I want to thank you for that so much.
Well, you are. All of y'all. The family in Australia, Finland, England, Brother Case, Canada, the islands, Puerto Rico, man, the family all over the place. I can go on and on and on and on over in the Netherlands, Switzerland. I mean, we got a nice family. The Philippines, man, I keep thinking about it, boy. I'll be here for a little bit, Brother Freddie.
Yes, sir. It's international. It's international, and the word is reaching everybody all over the world. It's truly a blessing.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
How can I help you?
Pastor, I also got a question which I'm very excited about, and that is, I would like to ask if I can come to the Feast of Tabernacles.
Yeah, you can come to the Feast of Tabernacles.
Hallelujah.
You got a
Hallelujah.
passport?
I do.
Are you coming yourself? You bringing the family?
I will be only myself coming.
Okay, just make sure the wife is taken care of while you here, okay?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
And since you coming, we'll go ahead and set up. I want y'all brothers to take note of this. We'll go ahead and set up a tent, a cot, and make sure you got all the things that you need to be comfortable during the feast, okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Ain't no need of you bringing all that, man. We'll have everything. You just bring yourself and some clothes and whatever you need to be comfortable, all right?
Yes, sir. All right. That sounds very good.
Now, bro, Freddie.
Glory, I'm excited about that.
How tall are you, bro, Freddie?
Sorry?
How tall are you? Tall, height.
I think I'm somewhere in between 6'3", 6'4".
Okay. The reason why I asked because I need to know what type of cot that we need to get for you to make you feel more comfortable.
Okay, yeah. It's with the inches, it's kind of like hard to transfer that, but it's like I think it's in between 6'3" and 6'4", something like that.
Give it to me in what is it? Give it to me in metric.
It's 1 meter 92 centimeters.
1 meter 92 centimeters. Oh Jesus, that's Bro, you sure you ain't like 6'4.5"?
Last time I checked, I thought it was almost 6'4", but I could be mistaken. Maybe you're right.
I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, hey, Lord to the King. I mean, man,
Right.
It's kind of hard for me to do this conversion stuff. When I get up there with Stephen Wendell, I have to try to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, and gallons to liters, and
Yeah.
miles to kilometers. Yeah, it can get a little confusing.
Hey, how much is it a liter of gas over there?
A liter of gas is around €1.40, I believe.
Woo!
50 cents.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, that's close to $5 a gallon.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
Woo!
In the United States, gas is very, very expensive. When you have a diesel is a little cheaper. It's like €1.10. But yeah, they make the gas very expensive out here.
Man, €1.10, man, that's like $4.50 in American currency over in dollars. Wow, man, that's expensive. Whoa. All right, but what you got, bro, Freddie?
Yeah. Hey, that was pretty much about it. I just wanted to thank you all and wanted to ask if I can come for the Feast of Tabernacles. And hey, I definitely want to give a shout out right now to my brother Mike in the UK and my brother Case in the Netherlands. I know they're listening. Always faithful listeners. I love you, brothers. And shout out to you, and also shout out to all the saints listening. Shout out to the Kansas City Saints. I love y'all. Shout out to Pastor Corey, Pastor Ronzo, and all the saints there in Kansas. And also all the saints on the land. Very excited to finally meet you all soon on the Feast of Tabernacles.
Hallelujah. Hey, bro, Freddie, where you live at in Germany?
Where I'm at?
Yeah. What's the name of the
The
town?
town, the city is called...
Give me the
it's
city.
called
Give me the
Osnabrück.
city. Don't give me the town. Give me the city.
The city is Osnabrück.
Oh, no. Okay. Man, so where's that? You know what Wurzburg is?
Yeah, that's kind of south.
Yeah, I
I'm
figured
in the
that.
north. I'm in the northwest.
Yeah, you're on the opposite side of, K-Town, Kaiserslautern. That's way at the other end.
Right. I'm more northwest. I'm actually 1 hour and a half away from Brother Case. So I'm like 30 minutes from the Netherlands border.
How long would it take you to get to Frankfurt?
Around 3 hours when there's no traffic. 3 hours with the car.
Yeah, because we lived in between Wurzburg and Frankfurt. Matter of fact, we lived in a little small town called Wertheim, which I'm sure, I don't know if you know that one. It was a little small place, though.
Right.
How far are you from Stuttgart?
Wow, Stuttgart, that's way south. I would say...
About 2 hours?
No traffic. Stuttgart, no, that's like 6 to 7 hours.
Oh, man. Well, I lost my bearings, man. Yeah, that's about
Stuttgart
right.
is way south. It's almost into Switzerland, Stuttgart. Very south in Germany.
Where's Tiber Bischofsheim?
Say again?
Where's Tiber Bischerheim? I could not be pronouncing it right. On the license plate it says TBB. It starts off with TBB.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm not sure where that is, or I'm not sure what city that is.
All right. Well, hey, at least one thing, you're up there close to Brother Case, though, man. That's good.
Yes, sir. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
All right,
Brother K is coming over every Shabbat, and it's great to have fellowship.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you be encouraged. Take care of the family more than anything. All right?
Yes, sir. Will do. Thank you very much. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Don't forget to send us your flight itinerary in advance, okay? So we can go ahead and get everything hooked up for you, so we can coordinate when to pick you up from the airport as well.
Right. I'm going to call the.
You still there, bro, Freddie?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Oh, okay. It looks like it. All right, my brother. Guten Nacht.
Guten Nacht. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, brother. Brother Freddie. Over in Germany. Lord to the King. That's good. Brother Freddie. Let's go down here to North Carolina. Brother Uma. Or Oma. Brother, give me your name again. Now. Give me the pronunciation. I hate mispronouncing someone's name. I know people make up for Pastor Dowell's ignorance, but please help me out. How do you pronounce it?
Well, actually, the correct saying is O'Mara.
O'Mara. So, Brother Shane, you got to correct the spelling.
Yes,
correct the spelling, Brother Shane.
But Omar is fine. It's actually Omara. But I've been called Omar. It's just easier to pronounce, so I go by Omar as well. So Omar is perfectly fine.
Okay, my brother. All right, my brother. Yeah, I see you posting all the time, man. You stay pretty active there on Patreon and YouTube, man. I appreciate the support.
Yes, sir. You are absolutely most welcome. It's absolutely my pleasure. I just love you, love this ministry, man. All of my family. So,
Lord to the King.
I'm gonna keep on pressing on.
How can I help you, my brother?
Well, I just really wanted to say, I'm just grateful for the ministry. Shabbat shalom to everybody, and definitely going for Mayweather in the fight.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going for that. I know I was looking at one video where he was talking about, he was having a discussion, and somebody just commented about some foolishness about Brutus talking. I'm like,
about some what?
Let's go through the phone and just choke him. I was like, man, that's crazy. But anyway, yeah, I'm going for Mayweather, definitely. I'm with you on that. When I heard you was going for Mayweather, I was like, what in the world? I said, he be a fly on my wall, I'm going to fly on his one, but I guess there's just one in the spirit. So everything you say, I be like, yeah, how come I agree with that too? So it's just amazing to me and everything. And I just want to say, stay encouraged. And, people, I feel you have controversy. People say, negative things and bad things, Pastor.
Hey.
People that love you. And
Brother Mary, let me tell you something, my brother. We don't pay too much attention to the noise, because if we wasn't effective, then they wouldn't be attacking us. You understand what I mean?
Amen.
I mean, think about that, man.
Amen.
Nobody goes out there. Who goes out there and bother T.D. Jakes? Nobody, because he ain't effective. Everybody already know that he is a deceiver and a liar. You know what I mean? And a lot of these people, there's an old saying: when people don't have a reputation, they look for someone who has a reputation and try to destroy theirs in order to gain one. But it never works that way, because you ain't gonna never be able to build on another man's ministry, if you know what I mean.
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right.
They're just ignorant.
Well, that's all I got.
That's the thing I like about
you, man. Just keep on pressing on, and I just love everything about the ministry. Love everything you're doing, and hopefully one day I'll be able to get down, get my finances together. I'll be able to get down there and start coming to some of the feasts and celebrating with y'all. I just really look forward to that. And just tell all the saints I love everybody, man. I love the sister videos and everything, man. I mean, it's just so much information and so much love, and I'll tell you, man, it's just changing my life. So,
it is a lot of love, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
It's genuine too.
And nothing but love. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. I'm telling you. It's just, you feel the Holy Spirit, when the sisters were talking, and I was looking how y'all was, together, doing eclipse, and just, I just looked, you can see the love, you can see the togetherness, you can see, just the oneness of spirit. And then it's also, man, that's the power, that's the power of the Ruach HaKodesh, is that you can just feel it, even when you're talking on the phone, man. God is just so powerful, and the Holy Spirit is just infinite, and it's like there's no time. Even if you made a video like, a sermon years ago, even heard it, you can still feel the Spirit, man. That's one thing about this word, is as the Bible says, it's the living word.
Yeah.
And, that just tell you, man, it never dies. You feel the Spirit all the time. So I'll tell you, I've never encountered any ministry like this. I'm glued to you guys like Gorilla Glue. And I don't go nowhere.
That's pretty glued.
Amen. I love you.
All right, love you. Shabbat shalom, my brother. That's one thing we love about Patreon, is that over at Patreon, you ain't got to worry about no trolls. As a matter of fact, over at Patreon, I've only had to ban one person on Patreon thus far, and that was Pastor Ron. We had to ban him because what he would do is he would make a pledge, and he would go and make a pledge for $50 one time, $100, sometime $20 and stuff, so he could listen to all the content. And then he deleted his pledge right before Patreon was getting ready to take the money that he offered out of his account. So I said, that's fine. I got something for him. So now old brother Pastor Ron can't even come back in Patreon no more. At least not on us. He can't see a thing or hear a thing from us. That's the beauty about Patreon. But other than that, we ain't had no trolls over at Patreon, because a troll is not going to pay no money to troll. Lord to the King. Let's go to Texas. Call number 979. 979 is Pastor Dowell. And before I go there, remember we got God's Gathering of the Saints coming up midweek next week. I'm going to try my best to get in touch with Pastor Fox this weekend. I got to try to communicate with him, get logistics together, all right? Texas 979 is Pastor Dowell. You're on the Straight With You radio broadcast. How can I help you?
Yes, good evening, Pastor. I thank you for taking my call. My name is Shirley, and I've been listening to you for several months, and I just wanted to call and touch base with you.
Well, bless you.
Thank you. But I need to confess something, and so I just thought, well, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And the scripture that I'm looking at is Isaiah 29:13, and it talks, it talks about how people's lips honor the Most High, and their heart is far from Him, and their fear toward Him is taught by the precepts of men. And I have to confess that fits me. And sadly, I was kind of taught this as a child to just fear love and relationships, and so that pattern was set in me, and decades later, it's like I can't break out of this, and it's like the spirits of fear just coming in and just wreaking havoc, and I wish I could love like I've seen in your ministry, and I just did not form the right relationship, and I just kind of thought I needed to just send a warning to people that get it right when you're young, because as I am, I'm just I didn't know anything about deliverance, and so I'm just kind of trying to work through that. I've contacted the Houston Assembly, and it's just like it's just like a tragic sadness in my situation, because I'm thinking, I didn't get this right, and I know I'll have to answer for what I neglected in my life. But it's just kind of like a warning for people that when you're young, do things right and have that personal relationship. I just I just didn't learn that how to be in the right relationship with the Most High. And so I'm just, just kind of in a sad place at this point.
Well,
and so I just wanted to
take your time and digest, pray, grow with us, but make sure you stay proactive, and you will watch your character, your spirit, everything change, especially if you've been born again. You're going to watch and see all this change, and the peace that you desire to obtain, you can attain. And I want you to do this. Do what Paul suggested to us, which is a beautiful thing. Forget those things which are behind. And that's the problem we have today, is that too many people in this world act like that they were perfect when you were born in sin. And you have to realize that the person that you were yesterday, you are no longer that person today when you're walking on the straight and narrow path. So forget those things that are behind and press toward the mark of the prize of the high calling of Yah in Christ Jesus. You hear it?
Okay, yes, sir.
Now, when you have to deal with something that is in deliverance, that's harassing you, tempting you, driving you, tormenting you, then we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But other than that, let the joy of the Most High Yah be your strength, and don't let the devil condemn you from anything that are sins that are under the blood that are past. Press toward the mark. Look forward. Do like Christ said, for the joy that was set before him, he despised the shame, and he endured the impalement of the tree. You got what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So no condemnation, all right? Let's go on in the newness of life from here, okay?
Okay.
Hallelujah.
Well, I appreciate your, thank you, hallelujah. I appreciate you talking with me, sir.
Well, you're welcome.
Okay. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. And I will give you pastors, according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Jeremiah, 3rd chapter, 15th verse. Let's go to Florida. Call number 904-904. This is Pastor Dowell. You're on the Straitway Truth Radio broadcast. I can help you.
Hey, Pastor Dowell. This is King. I'm recently coming into this truth, and I have some questions or some help that I need some advice on.
Well, let's hear what you got.
Me and I don't really know what to call my girlfriend. The mother of my kids, we were together, and we suddenly up and moved to Florida. She went back to Louisiana where we were staying, and I ended up finding Yah, and then I started watching your channel and everything, and like the way I've been moving, I've been trying to move according to His will. But now her and a lot of other people saying I think I'm acting like I'm godly and all of this and all of that.
Nothing wrong with that. Let me give you some wisdom here. When you have faith, have it to yourself. Because sometimes people just can't endure this change. Let them come to you whenever this magnificent change takes place, okay?
Okay.
Because these people are in darkness.
Right. What I'm really I'm trying to ask is, would this be something healthy that I should continue in, or because I honestly don't feel that she is going to be willing to follow me as I try to walk closer with Yah.
Well, you're in your infinite stage, so you do have to prove all things. You have to test, because the enemy is going to use Eve or the wife to test you and your love for Yah. And of course, you know just as well as I do, I myself personally would never choose no woman on the face of this planet Earth before my King, before Yah. And you should have the same attitude, and vice versa. The women should have the same attitude as well, because when we all walking in correction and the newness of life and walking in that life, then we have perfect understanding and reason why that we behave the way we do. Give it a little time. Just live it before Don't even do no preaching to her. Just give it a little time before you throw in the towel, or she already gonna throw in the towel. Because if she can't obey you, then she don't love you. And if she says she loves God, but she can't obey you, she is a liar. That's what the book says. She is one of the biggest liars that has ever walked the face of planet Earth.
Yes, sir. And one more question. So far I've been actually able to quit and walk mostly in the truth, but I'm struggling to stop smoking cigarettes.
You need deliverance. You need some devils cast out.
How would I get that?
Well, if you're down in Florida, maybe you ought to try to look at getting to one of our Georgia's assemblies. Call the dining hall.
Right. Well,
plan you a trip to go to one of Georgia assemblies.
Right. I actually talked to Brother Beckham about trying to take a visit, come for a visit there.
Well, come on up here then.
Yeah, sober. Right. Well, yeah, I got to call him back in September. He said he don't know if there's going to be any room available, how many people y'all going to have there.
Well, it depends. It depends on when you're coming. So you just have to stay in contact, okay?
Right. Okay.
You know, we are a little bit different than people out there in the world. When people come here to visit us, if it's during a feast day or God's, you know, everybody usually sleeps in tents, but usually all throughout the year, there's hardly ever a week or a month that ever goes by that somebody either from out of country, internationally, or in the United States, they come to visit us. And usually we have quarters, you know, because the Bible says when you go into a city, you inquire there who is worthy, and there abide. And we take that seriously. You know, it's called being lovers or hospitality. So usually when people come visit us, we give them a place to stay, a place to lay their head, a place to shower, and they get to eat 2 meals a day with us.
Right. And see, yeah, that's another thing I had talked to him about, because before I came to the Passover, I actually wanted to come like during a regular work week where y'all just working and up until the Sabbath and leave after the Sabbath.
Well, come on.
That was possible.
That's possible.
Yes, sir.
All right. Just call down home. Let us know.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you, Pastor Dow.
All right, my brother.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. I know that we are totally different than the world. We are the off-scouring of the earth. You know the reason why we're totally different? That's the reason why we have the name Straitway, because we are obeying what that book says. If you could live in, you know, think about this. If I could live in a city and obey that Bible, guess where I will be at? I will be in the city. I figured that there's no need in reinventing the wheel. And I haven't even tried to reinvent the wheel. So you know what I've done? I just obeyed the book in every principle that I see written down in that book, every precept. I try to make sure we apply it to our lives. Have we applied it all? No, the Bible's too vast. We're learning as we go. But we're getting there. But I can tell you one thing. This I know for sure. The saints that live on Straitway, there ain't another group of people like them in the whole entire world. You know why? Because we made the sacrifice to live set apart. That's right. And Yah is truly with us. Let's go to Arizona. Over to Sister Rachel. Call number 928-928. It's Pastor Dowell UNSensored Pearls radio broadcast. I can help you.
Hello, sir. Thank you for taking my call.
Bless you. How can I help you?
Bless you as well, and thank you very much for all that you do. I've been following you for quite some time.
You have?
Yes, sir, I have. The reason that I'm calling today is because I previously have have spoken to several of the sisters, and I often fellowship with Brother Jesus and Sister Justice in my hometown.
Two beautiful Israelites.
Yes, I love them dearly. They are amazing. And if they're out there listening, I love you and miss you. Anyway, sir, I'm traveling right now with two of my sons, and I called previously and spoke to some other sisters, and then got some wisdom via email. And I have a special set of circumstances. I'm in North Carolina right now, and I'm going to be traveling through Tennessee. Sister Ashley knows my circumstances, and because I did get some advice from her, I was bold enough to call you today. I'm going to be traveling through Tennessee kind of around the same time that God's is happening. But it's a very narrow window of time that I have to possibly maybe come there and meet some people. But mainly, sir, I was wondering if somebody would have like maybe 10 or 15 minutes to just baptize me real quick.
Well, I'll baptize you myself. How about that?
Hallelujah.
You come on by. You get the address with Sister Ashley or whoever you've been speaking to. I'll talk to Sister Ashley tomorrow about it. But you come on by, I'll stop whatever I'm doing. I don't care what it is. And we'll go straight down into that creek, and I'll baptize you myself.
Oh, hallelujah. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
All right?
That's all I have.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Be safe.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Y'all speak.
Thank you.
Lord to the King. Isn't that beautiful? We always going to do the Father's will. That's for sure. His kingdom and his work and the work of his kingdom always comes first. Lord to the King. Just let us know, Sister Rachel, what day you're going to be coming by. Okay, so we can make sure we get it done. Let's go to Florida, Brother Jeff, calling number 407. This is Pastor Dowell. You're on the Straight With You radio broadcast. I can help you.
Shalom, Pastor. How you doing?
Man, shalom, Brother Jeff. I'm blessed of the Most High Yah, and I'm highly favored.
Oh man, that's totally understandable, Pastor. You know, calling to check up on you, man. See how you doing. I've been watching your videos, man. You know, Trump and the whole North Korea situation. Oh man, this world about to turn crazy, man. You know?
Yes, sir. What you got?
Yes. Well, Pastor Dowell, actually, I got a question for you, man. You know, well, actually, I'm dating this young lady here. You know, I want to say my girlfriend or whatever. Now I'm planning on getting my own. I'm planning on getting a house, whatever the situation, probably a house or. You know, I've been following videos. I'm thinking about buying the land. You know what I'm saying, Pastor Dowell? And, you know, I was speaking with the mother of the daughter. You know, she's telling me, oh, is it a sin? Is it a sin for a woman to live with you even though you're not married? Is that a sin, Pastor Dowell? I just want to know.
Well, first of all, we have to define marriage. Do you want me to define marriage after the state, or do you want me to define marriage after what the Bible says?
Let's define the marriage after the Bible.
Okay.
You know,
all right. So, you know, in the Bible, there's no such thing as dating.
Right.
So, this girl you're dating, or that's what you said, you're living, apparently you're living together. Is that correct?
No, we're not living together right now. She with her mother, and
then why would her mother? Hold on a second. Why would her mother make a statement to you that you're sinning if you're not married, unless you are having sex.
Exactly. And, you know, my response to her is that's not a sin. I mean, it's not a sin for a woman to live with you, right? She's, you know, she's my girlfriend, meaning, you know, but.
Have you had sex with the woman?
Agriculture, yes, Pastor Dowell. Yes, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Well, if you've already taken her, where's her father at?
Right. Her father is actually, here's the situation. She would live with her father. Her father kicked out the house, you know, I guess being disobedient towards his father, whatever the situation was, you know, but I don't get on to that though, but, you know, her father is a Christian, you know, I don't know, he has some spiritual ways of, you know, coming out of her, you know, on top of, I don't know, I think it's a Christian thing, I don't know.
Well, let's just stay the course here for a second. So,
yeah,
apparently, you have not provided a roof over the head, clothes on her back, and shoes on her feet. Or in other words, you have not provided for this woman food and clothing, but you do give her conjugal rights. Is that where we at?
Yes, sir. I actually put it like this. Actually, I do more for her than her family members. Put it like that. She got 2 boys, and you know.
Well, why come she's not with you then?
Well, sir, the thing is, that's what I was working on, because I didn't want to get an apartment or, you know, or a mortgage.
Okay, so all right, let's stick with this for a second. Let's stick with this.
Yeah.
So how long have y'all been having sexual consensual relationships?
2 years.
That's your wife.
That's what I said.
So therefore it ain't no sin.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And you can't put her away.
That's what the mother. Exactly. Exactly. And that's what I was telling. That's what I was telling her mother. Well, her mother, oh, that's a sin. That's a sin.
Well,
like,
her bottom line is her mother full of shit.
Yeah.
Nobody don't care about what she says. She don't know what the Bible says.
Exactly.
And that's totally irrelevant. You know, we gotta get this thing. Number one is that I don't give a damn what America says in their laws. I really truly don't. Now, as long as America laws do not transgress against Yah's law, we're good. But when it comes to obeying Yah, I will obey Yah rather than man any day. Now, the bottom line is that the Bible doesn't call that sin if you both have got an agreement. Her father done put her out of the house, pretty much made her a refugee and a vagabond. Sounds like you somewhat are taking care of her, but you need to go and do a better step there and really bring her in and her children. And the Bible teaches, rather than a husband to her, you should be a father to her children. And so you got responsibilities, because that's what Hebrew marriage is all about. It's about duty and responsibility. And I don't give a damn what these Christian-minded people think or say with their personal opinions and their false religion. The bottom line is there ain't no sin and they can't prove it. I wouldn't even listen to her because he's totally spiritually and scripturally inept. Right. But you, I would say, you get about your father's business and you making sure you get your ducks in order, and you've taken this woman on as a wife. You both have had consensual agreement and sex, and you have committed yourself to each other. Is that true?
Yes, sir, Pastor Dowell.
Then that's your wife, and you get them children. You get those children.
She's my wife.
You get them children. You get her, and you take care of them.
Right. I definitely will. Matter of fact, Pastor Dowell, yes. I mean, I've been doing that ever since I, met her.
Well, you put her under the same roof you under.
Come again?
You put her on the same roof you under, because you don't have more than one wife, do you?
No, they're not. So I'm gonna have just her.
Good. You better go get her and those children and put them under your roof.
Okay. Okay. Now, after that, she watched your video.
Which one?
You know, I sent her the one that you did last week with with your wife, Sister Cal. When you and her were having a conversation about how a woman supposed to treat their man and how a man over the woman, over the head, you know, the man over the woman, right?
Yep.
She went off on me, Pastor Down.
Then you tell her.
Oh.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
If she can't agree to your terms, now we got another situation. She can't agree to your terms and your conditions, and she can't submit and be in her role as a wife. Are you following me? Then she's nothing more than a concubine, and you don't even, brother, you're in a bad situation. First of all, I wouldn't even been having no sex with a woman that can't follow me as I follow Christ.
Right.
So if she can't obey you and follow you as you follow Christ, man, you're going to have hell to pay. So let me take my last statement back. And you keep that damn Jezebel away from you, and you stop having sex with her until she get her heart right.
Understandable. And I've been away from her for like 2 weeks now. So, you know, I've been away from her for 2 weeks. So, you know, I'm kind of, you know, doing a whole lot of thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing to think about. What do you got to think on?
Right.
If she can't obey you and you're serving Yah, then you don't have a wife. All you have is just a live-in whore.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, Pastor, that's faith. I guess that's just what it is, you know.
And if she can't follow you, you stop sticking your pecker in her.
Right. So to understand what Pastor Dow, you know, at a point of time, you know, I'm just trying to give her some, I'm trying to teach her, like, hey, look here, this the, she just, sometimes she be disobedient, but, you know, but like I said, I've been away from her for 2 weeks.
You got a contract?
So, I'm just trying
you got a contract?
Do I got a contract?
Yeah, both of you signed a contract, or you just got a little verbal agreement together that she belong to you and you belong to her.
Here's the thing. I explained that to her. You know, I explained that to her, Pastor Dow. She's just totally like, oh, that don't make no sense. Oh, I'm like, how does it don't make sense?
Brother,
man,
let me tell you something. If she can't get it, you just turn the page and move on.
Yeah.
And listen to me very closely. And don't you take your ass out there and go out there and humbling any more women until you got your heart right. And that's the reason why I tell people over and over again. That's the reason why a lot of you young men need to be under authority. The Bible says obey them that have a rule over you. And see, y'all running out here running dirty as hell. Y'all humbling women, run around like these damn Christians and these Gentiles and have no oversight, no accountability, and nobody have no authority over you, and you make a mess of damn things. Then you want to call on this radio broadcast, call the elders, call Pastor Down, and you want us to clean up the damn mess that y'all in. Y'all need to first of all be a man of honor and a man of integrity and get up under some men that's going to teach you how to be a man.
Right. Okay. Well, Pastor Dow, that's the word of truth right there, man.
That's real talk, brother. That's real talk. So you can quit shitting on yourself.
Right. I mean, hey, you know, and by the way, you know, I'm a truck driver, so, you know, I watch your videos every day, man, and I'm following the words you're saying, man. I mean, you know, it makes every sense to me. And,
well, you tell that woman straight up, if you're not going to obey me, then this relationship is terminated right now. We verbally agreed, now we verbally terminated, and don't you go out there and get in that mess again.
Oh, no, so fast now. No. When you meet a person, you find out their true colors, man. You know? Yeah.
All right, my brother.
Yes, indeed.
You follow his instructions.
Yes, Pastor.
Shabbat shalom.
Most definitely am. Yes, sir.
See, that's the reason why that you people need to be under authority. That's the reason why the book of Hebrews says you obey them. That'll rule over you. What you people don't want no rule. Because you know we're going to check your ass. We're going to make sure that you're going to do things the right damn way. And that's another indictment that this sorry ass world and these false, fake, phony Hebrews out there don't like. It's because we're going to check you. We're going to check you. You hear me? We're going to check you. You're going to make sure. And you people act like you and sitting in Moses' seat as if you can judge us and you living like hell. Like hell, I'll be a damn fool if I sit up and let your words even think about penetrating me. I'm the pastor here. Don't you people go out there and be telling people you part of Straitway and you living like hell? We don't put up with that crap here at Straitway. We don't do that shit here at Straitway. You gonna straighten up. Don't we go out there making no covenants with nobody unless you can live truthfully and honestly and holiness. And you people, see, that's the problem. No, we don't want to be no tribe. No, we don't. We don't want to be no tribe. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't want to be no tribe. We want to holler, 12 tribe, 12 tribe. You don't want to be no tribe. You know you don't. Pastor Corey, call number 816 Missouri out there. Hey, Pastor. Go ahead, Pastor. Boy, I tell you, Pastor, you see what's going on. Don't you praying for me?
Yes, sir. Oh, Pastor, I'm telling you. First of all, Shabbat Shalom, Israel. And just incredible word tonight, Pastor. This is the voice I heard several years ago when I first watched your videos, and then I had a chance to get on my first blog talk. And to me, it wasn't yelling. It wasn't, loud. It wasn't. It was talking to my spirit. It was correcting. It was rebuking. And so what you were saying tonight, that men need to get under authority.
Yes, sir.
It is exactly right. I had a gentleman come into the gym today from Google to talk to me, and I had a cut up shirt on, but I had just had the bottom cut up. It wasn't really fringes. It didn't have a cord of blue on it. It's just a shirt I used to work out in, but it was cut up like it was fringes. I had that shirt long before, I came into the way. And so this gentleman, he said, "What you know about this?" I said, "About what?" And he pointed down at my shirt. I said, "What you know about it?" And he said, "Man, I'm trying to line my family up, and I'm just trying to get this thing done." And I said, "Brother, let's sit down and talk." We didn't even we made it to Google at the end. I took him out to the Truth.com website, showed him a bunch of stuff that's going on, showed him the picture that's on the website from Passover.
Yes, sir.
And he said, "You mean to tell me y'all got white people in there and everybody, and it's not?" He said, "Man, I've been looking for people like this because everybody on the internet is prejudiced." And I said, "Brother, this is what the real light is. I said, listen to me. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is the only place, but this is the only place that I know where people are getting healed. You have a pastor like Pastor Dowell, just like you said, we moving back to our heritage. Man, that's what it's about. It's about living according to the Most High Yah, Pastor. I'm so thankful that the message is the same that it was when I first got it, because people need it. And when you look at what you put together through the Most High Yah last weekend, I'm overjoyed.
And in fact, that message right there, I'm going over with just my house. My house. We don't go over that message 1,000 times. I listened to that thing so much this week, fast, it don't even make sense. Because it's the truth. You just said it. We don't want to try. We y'all gonna be the ones that's known as the repairing the breach, and you ain't repairing the breach.
There you go.
I'm telling you, Pastor. So I'm just saying that Pastor, keep doing it. Keep doing what you're doing. Just like I told you this week, I'm thankful because when I came, I know I need it. I still need it. I call and ask questions myself, even as a pastor, because I ain't above nothing that goes on in this ministry, Pastor. I need the things that go on because it feeds me. It keeps me growing. It keeps me where I can understand the things that we're going through because the Most High has done a great job in having you to go out many years in this thing living and not just saying that you're in the way, but practicing and putting the application in, Pastor, and many souls are going to be saved because they Pastor. Bless you. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to all the saints of Straitway, to the ministry. We love you, Pastor. Bless you.
Bless you, Pastor Corey. Shabbat Shalom. Bless all y'all out there in Missouri. Y'all be encouraged. Lord to the King. Good word, Pastor. Good word. Brother Timothy, North Carolina. 919. It's Pastor Dowell. You know, Service Truth Radio broadcast. I can help you.
Hey, I just wanted to say Shabbat Shalom, and I had heard that I was listening to the brother earlier where he was talking about the little on and off 2 years kind of thing right there, and I tell you what, that just made me thankful that I listened to my father and stayed away, just basically listen to him, because he, both of us are coming into the way, but he's about 50-something, and he kept me from a lot of that trouble right there.
Lord to the King. I remember your dad.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate your letters, too.
Right. Oh, yeah. I just, I didn't even know whether they were making them down there.
Man, they make it.
Google.
Ain't that amazing that I even can remember your voice and put your voice to your letter?
Yes, sir. That's an amazing thing. That's an amazing thing right there.
Let you know I'm paying attention, man.
Yeah, I was going to say, first time I called, I wasn't even sure you recognized me.
Ah, brother. Glory to the King.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to thank you for that video as well. Don't you remember the one where you talking about the men, they were on, on, the whole, what was it, like Steve Wilkos? Where you talking about, you said just like even if you have a father and he's like, he's like moving and he's in the way or something like that, just simply, just listen to him. And that's just something I've been trying to do because I've made some mistakes. And I remember one time my dad told me, don't spend too much time alone with this one chick right here and then, because you don't want to arise any feelings or nothing like that. And I was foolish and thankful to the Most High that I didn't, that nothing else happened right there, but I ain't doing it again.
Well, shall a young man cleanse his ways by taking heed to the word of Yah. Young man, you need to pay attention to these horror-headed women, these horror-headed men who's got gray hair on them, man. They've done lived this life. They can tell you the mistakes you're getting ready to make before you even make them.
Yes, sir.
We know how it is, man. David said, I've been young, and now I'm old. And I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor a seed begging for bread. Let me tell you something, bro. There ain't nothing new under the sun. The mistakes that many of you are trying to make, we've already made them. That's why we can tell you what to do. Oh, stop it.
I'm like, my goodness, it was just calling out before it happened, and I'm like, is this man reading my mind or something like that? And now it's just what you said right there, sir.
Brother, that's because he's your father, and all of that. He's got multitudes of years experience, and they ain't nothing new under the sun. Let me tell you, folks, especially all you young people, you ain't unique. You may be special, but you ain't unique. Whatever you're going to experience, there's no temptation except that which is common to man. But in every temptation, Yah makes a way of escape. And some of you too damn foolish to even know what an escape is from a temptation. That's why you got old people like me rebuking y'all ass, trying to keep y'all straight. So you stop making mistakes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. That's wisdom right there. And I just wanted to call and just say, Shabbat Shalom. I heard earlier about the fellow saints being stuck to the ministry like gorilla glue. That had me laughing because like I had to stick back on like a side rearview mirror because like I accidentally backed into a tree right there on my job, and it was like late at night, and I didn't want to get the interest rate. I didn't want to get like my rate to go up right there, so like I had to put some gorilla glue on that. My dad was like, throw some of that up there. I tell you what, I pray the angel will keep his hands on that side view mirror. It ain't fell off yet.
All right, my brother, you be encouraged. I'm going to get the next call.
Yes, sir. All right, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Timothy. Florida 407, Pastor Dowell. How can I help you?
Yes, this is anonymous. I was just, calling to see, like, could we speak about anything, or could I just, are we just going to speak about our faith?
I don't know. What's your question?
I'm sorry. My question is referring to the thing that's going on these days, like the RFID chips, like what you think is coming after that. Because right now, a lot of people is getting it, and I feel some type of way about it. But I want to know, should people be allowing their families, like their children, to get these? Because nowadays, it's like when you go to register your child for elementary or high school, they have to get these RFID chips. How do you feel about that?
Well, it makes no difference how I feel about it. The bottom line is we are not subject to nothing like that because we are set apart Israelites, Hebrews. We homeschool our own children. They do not go to public schools. Our women, according to the Bible, are charged to be the first line teachers of the children. So we don't trust somebody else. If they can't tell you the truth about history, there's no way they can teach your children. So you should be the first line teacher. And our wives, our sisters here, we don't send none of our children in the public school system. We school them and we train up the child in the way that they should go, so when they get old, they don't depart from the faith. So as far as that, it doesn't affect us one way or the other. We don't have to worry about RFID chips because we're not going to acquiesce or submit to what they say, because we school our own children in accredited homeschool programs.
Okay, so how exactly, would I personally go about doing that? Like, a young lady, how would I come around and go about trying to teach my children at home, like legally, doing it legally,
First of all, that's what we do. We teach our children at home. We do it legally and lawfully, but that's why I said accredit homeschool. First of all, where's your head? Where's your husband?
I don't have a husband. I'm sorry.
How many children you got?
I have 3.
What happened to your husband?
I never had a husband. I've been engaged 3 times, but never had a husband.
Boy, I tell you, what a mess, huh?
Yeah, it is a big mess. Let me tell you, this is the case, okay? I, was dating a guy 3 years. And it didn't end well because he got someone else pregnant. So then I was like, okay, he wasn't wasting my busting time, whatever. I was dating for 3 years, but we wasn't intimate or anything like that. And then I met a friend. He's my friend. Start hanging out a little bit, This is before I was trying to, live by God, live by His laws. And I got my twins. And then after that, we didn't work out, but, I tried to make it work. But, some people, the way that their head is set on their shoulders kind of present their true self after a while. You know what I mean? So
that's the reason why that young people like you should have a long time ago. Even though you say you're seeking it, you're in the faith now. Is that right? That's what you said, right?
Yes, sir.
That's why you need to learn how to avoid all these pitfalls. You got to redo and evaluate your whole entire mind and your lifestyle, so you don't fall in these pitfalls again. Because now you're left with the rearing of these children. And right now, the way it sounds, you're subject to the system in any way, whatever shape, fashion, or form. Now, you got some tough choices and tough decisions to make.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. But, I feel like, these days, I feel like me as a person, from even when I was a little bit younger to now, I feel like I always been a little bit wiser.
You ain't been wise at all.
Age.
You haven't been wise at all. If you got three children, and you're calling me and asking me about how to school them, and you're worried about an RFID chip.
Yeah.
There's nothing wise about that at all.
I can see that, yeah. All right, so, yeah, so, thanks for your advice, like, seriously. But another thing is, I would actually like to come and visit your church.
You can come and visit, but you need to listen to me for a little while, because I really, truly don't think you know what you're really trying to. I don't mind you listening and growing, but you really, truly need to get a little bit more serious about this walk and way, because we are very serious-minded people.
I understand that.
You stay in contact, and we'll check out your walk to see how you're doing, and then we'll let you know when you're able to come up and visit, okay?
All right, sure thing.
All right, Shabbat Shalom.
All right, bye.
You see what I'm saying? All right, bye. Isn't that something? You see what I'm talking about? Most of you people out there, I'm telling you, your head, y'all screwed up. Y'all messed up as hell. And then I got all these people out on the internet think you gonna judge me. You gonna? Oh no, ain't no way. Ain't no way. New York 646-646. Pastor Dowell UNSensored Pearls radio broadcast. I can help you.
Shabbat Shalom, Pastor. Can you hear me?
I can hear you well. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Pastor. This is Regine Remy.
Who?
Regine Remy.
Regine Remy. Are you with were you with my sister Esther?
Esther's sister. Yes.
Ah, Esther's sister. Yes. Good. That makes sense now. How you doing?
Yes. I'm fine. How are you?
Glory to the King. How can I help you?
Yes. Shalom. I just wanted to ask one question.
Okay.
You know, like how they have different gospel songs. I wanted to know, how do we differentiate which is real gospel song, and what can I listen to when I'm not, when I just want to have worship, like by myself. I just want to know what type of music or gospel song can I listen to just get into worship.
I'll tell you what I would do, sister.
No.
I would go back into, first of all, I would listen to our music. We make a joyful noise. Mm-hmm. We're not professors, I listen to that. But
yes.
I would go back in the 80s and the 70s and listen to old gospel like that, because it had the spirit in it. They're not out here with these people dressing like whores and everything else, trying to sell them. And then you got all these faggots out there selling records, calling themselves singing to Jesus, when the only thing that's on their mind is trying to make a dollar and get you emotionally charged up and stirred up. I will go back to the old stuff, like old John P. Key, or old Chicago Mass or Mississippi Mass Choir, something like that. You understand what I mean?
Okay.
I'll go back way back to some stuff like that, that the cantons, you know, stuff, old spiritual stuff like that. The people who had the Holy Spirit, some Mahalia Jackson. That's what I would listen to, because you ain't got to worry about your spirit being tainted, because these people sang not only with the ruach, but they meant business.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. I will definitely look up these on. You think I can find them in YouTube? I'll find them in YouTube.
Sure you can. Just type it in.
Yes, definitely. Okay. Thank you so much. I just had a question, and that was it. But thank you. So that.
Well, bless you.
Thank you. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Hey, let's go to Alaska. Brother Reynolds. 907-907. Pastor Dowell, Uncensored Pearls radio broadcast. I can help, Brother Reynolds.
Shabbat shalom, Pastor. Most I bless you, your family, and the Straitway family worldwide.
Hallelujah.
Love and appreciate you, Pastor.
Same to you, my brother.
You were spot on. Yes, sir. You're spot on your teaching. You're spot on. And I just want to say, as a teacher myself, a minister, a 29-year veteran, former pastor, I strongly recommend young men and women worldwide to listen to you. They need to listen to you to get this down in their spirit. I just have a young son who just got married, and he's well on his way. He knows exactly what to expect, exactly what to do. He is doing a fine job, and he's listening to your teachings and your preachings. He's spot on. So I just wanted to tell you, I love and appreciate you, and keep on keeping on. I'd like to speak to you sometime when you get a chance offline. Very important.
Yeah.
So I just want to say Shabbat Shalom.
I tell you what, we're getting ready for God's, but I got your number on my phone, my brother. We're going to hook up. I'll tell you what, we need to go ahead and wrap first day, okay?
Yes, sir.
Are you off first day? I know you off first day, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll try to shoot for something like maybe about noon. How about noon? Central.
It was like a winner. We got about a 3 to 4 hour time difference. Keep that in mind.
Noon Central Standard Time. Yeah, that's
so
8 o'clock your time, right?
Yes, sir. That'll be fine.
Is it that'll do?
Yes, sir. That'll be fine. It'll be like 9 o'clock my time if it's noon your time.
Okay, give me a ring.
Yes, sir. Will do.
All right, bless you, my brother. Give the family I love.
Shabbat Shalom. Yes, sir. Will do.
Shabbat Shalom. Lord to the King. You know, that's the one thing that that I wished when we moved out here to this community, because that's a big sacrifice. Like, I wish that we didn't have a bunch of defiled people that was out here playing like they were serious when they really truly wasn't serious. Because if that wasn't the case, then we could have had more people in the faith. The world drawing people. It is. Anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Be the Father's will, and I think it's His will. I bless y'all, sweet, precious, strong, victorious, mighty, overcoming name, our soon coming King, Yahshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. King is coming. Bless y'all. Bless your brother Steve, Sister Wendell. Love y'all dearly. Love y'all dearly. Bless your brother Ugly. Thank you, man, for all the labor. All you saints up in Canada, every one of you. Y'all be encouraged too as well. My brother from Finland, keep me posted. We're trying to do our best to make sure we can hook it up, make sure that you and the family make it in for Tabernacles. I love you all. Shabbat Shalom, King coming.
Uh-oh, look at him looking.